Might grow accustomed to dark, like basically just getting used to the dark.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'll just pause here. Okay. Now please read. And once you're ready, you say, yes, we are ready. And from there on, I'll take it forward. I'm going to do 2 lines interpretation, Anna. We're going to do two. We have what about the 1, 2, 3, 5 paragraphs? I guess 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 5. 2 lines interpretation. But then whatever is given to you is pretty obvious and it's there. Are you up? Shall we talk about it?
Huh?
Whatever is given to you, the first stanza, it's pretty much there. It's straight.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's pretty much like straight, I guess. Yeah.
Read.
Okay, a moment we uncertain step for newness of the night.
Read the lines and then you're going to explain. We grew accustomed to the dark when light is put away, as when the neighbor holds lamp to witness her goodbye. Okay. Okay, so this is what I'm expecting from you. Basically, now we grew accustomed to the dark when light is put away. Here, the poet is telling us that, we get used to darkness when light disappears, which is absolutely is what you boys told me already. Now, for example, and he's given us an example saying, as when the neighbor holds the lamp, okay, well, obviously it's just, in the house also, do you see your brother or sister, your mother coming and holding up, a torch light or, electric light for you, right? So when the neighbor comes and briefly holds a lamp for you, as she goes away, from that light, your eyes get used to look the light in the darkness. That is what the poet is trying to say from these 4 lines. Do I make sense, boys?
Yeah.
Now, to witness a goodbye is nothing but she going away. Okay, Nana? Okay, because see, nobody can be there with us forever, right? So what at one in a, once in one point in time that they will go. That is what the poet is saying. So whenever there is light and that is, moved, that is taken by someone, here it who is neighbor, okay, our eyes get used to the darkness in the room. Okay. Now, yes, Akshat.
Yeah, ma'am.
Second one.
Ma'am, I didn't really understand much from it. So.
Okay, no, that's okay. You read and you can just tell me.
A moment we uncertain step for newness of the night, then fit our vision to the dark and meet the road erect.
Okay. Okay. Now, what is that you understood?
Ma'am, basically nothing.
Okay. Now I'll try to read these 2 lines for you and see, and I'll give you, chinna hints. Okay. A movement. We uncertain step. Okay. For newness of the light. Okay. Now here, okay, let us, you are in the dark now. Okay, you are in the dark. And for that one minute, do you see it's all like dark? Okay, just now there's been, a little bit light and then it's all dark. Don't you see a little bit of uncertainty there? You don't really, you cannot step forward, not anticipating what is there, what is not there, and all that, isn't it? So newness, isn't that a kind of newness to you, to your eyes, especially? Because the absence of light is the newness that poet is talking about. Okay. At that moment, for that brief moment, you will be observing there, like once the light is gone, what do? Don't we hesitate now? Now, do you guys happily walk in the dark? Are you guys a little bit here and there, not knowing what is there, if there's a step or if there's a toy or anything in the on the what on the floor, right? So the hesitation that comes for a moment is what the poet is talking. A movement, we uncertain step. So the step that we step is uncertain. We are not sure of we're placing it in the right place. Okay. And the newness, the new darkness of the light. Okay. But soon enough, then fit our vision to the dark. That's when our vision suits the darkness, which has got little light in it. Okay. Got it, Pradyun and Akshat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very soon, you guys will get adjusted to, not you, your eyes will get adjusted to the darkness as well, and it finds a light in it. And we hit the road going forward. In the sense we walk. Okay, Nana? You get it?
Yeah.
Now, do I make sense for the first two paragraphs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, do you guys see the relevance of what he's referring to? See, obviously, how much is light is there before and after it's the same. But now, what is changing here? Why you guys could not see initially, but why you guys are seeing it now? Hmm? Why do you think? Enduk Nana, why? Pradyun, has anything
Hmm?
changed? Has anything changed?
No.
But why? Why is that initially when the torch is taken away, when the lamp is taken away, you cannot see? But just in some time, you were
Because actually because your pupils take a bit of time to adjust to the light level. When there's a light, your pupils will become small, but when it's dark, they become wide to get as much light as possible.
okay. Now, this is the scientific explanation that you're trying to give me, right? But
Yeah.
otherwise, so if you see how much ever is the light there before, the same amount of light is there in the beginning as well as it continues, right? So it's about how do we see and how do things shape over the time. Okay. All right, now. All right. I have left it. I put in two more paragraphs. Now I'm not going to help you. I want the entire explanation from you. Right, wrong, how close you are to the interpretation, I don't mind. I just want you guys to open your mouth and speak.
Okay.
Which one do you want to take, Akshat? You can take that. And the other one will give it off to Pradyan.
Ma'am, the second one.
Okay, fine, done. And now you take the third one. Akshat will take the fourth one.
Okay.
You boys are good, okay. Don't keep my expectations low, not telling, I don't know, I'm not confident enough and all. Start speaking, you'll get eventually. Nana, just let me know when you think you're ready, okay?
Okay.
But then this is a little difficult, but that's okay. Whatever you understand from this, you tell me, okay?
Mm.
This is a little difficult. I mean, because there's so many comparisons that are made, and at the same time, to relate is it could be here and there. But if you're able to do, then that's good. Oi, how long is it taking for you guys?
Done, ma'am.
Yeah, done.
Okay, done. Let me just see what's in chat. Okay, yeah. Read, Nana. Pradyan.
Okay, and so of larger darknesses, those evenings of the brain when not a moon discloses a sign or a star come out with it.
Let's just try to interpret first too. And so of larger darknesses, okay?
Darknesses could mean like gaps of understanding.
Uh, okay. Okay. I'll give you a small clue here, okay? He's trying to relate this to the real life events. Okay. Those evenings of the brain.
Those evenings of the brain, basically those times when you can't like understand anything.
Understand. Okay. All right. Okay. Can we call it difficulty? Maybe the better word for understanding, replace it with difficulty. So, see, and so of larger darknesses. Here, darknesses, he meant the difficult times of our lives or in our lives. Okay. So, and something is very challenging, okay, in the form of darkness. So, obviously, right, in a room full of light, it's once what? It's all darkness all over, okay? That's a challenge for us to go forward, right? To see where things are, to know what is actually, just right, a foot away, right? Now, here, the difficulty of not seeing what the darkness is being compared to the real life challenges now. Okay. That is the reason he's talking. He interpreted darknesses as problems, challenges in life. All right. Am I making sense? Yeah.
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 When not a disclose a sign or star, come out within. Any clue? Why are we comparing a star and a moon out of nowhere?
Ma'am, because they both give light.
Okay, they both give light. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, if you guys know, stars has got their own light. But then moon, it is not really, doesn't get a light of its own. Okay. And yeah, these two things are put together to mention the source of light. That's one thing. But you know, here the reason that moon disclose a sign when not a moon disclose a sign or a star come out within. Basically, they're talking about the
Ma'am, so like when there is no light.
yes, when there is no guiding light, okay, like for that matter, for moon or stars, reveals itself. What is here, what reveals the problem, the solution for the problem, or not, the challenges that we can solve by ourselves. Okay. Now, here, why is he is comparing two things here very straight. One is darkness is referring to the problems of the life, and the second is that how we get used to the darkness of the light. Okay, in the same way, we get used to the problems in our life and we try to challenge them with the solutions. Okay. Okay, I know there's a too much of interpretation that he's trying to give us from his lines, but that is what it is. Okay, well done. Okay, now it's your turn, Nana. I think this is pretty straight, but yeah, please go ahead.
Ma'am, should I read it?
It would be great if you can.
Okay. The bravest grow up a little and sometimes hit a tree directly in the forehead, but as they learn to see.
Hmm.
So basically the bravest people look around and try to find their own way, and sometimes they hit a challenge, but they learn to overcome it, and yeah.
You know that we're all not same, right? We do not have the same personality. We don't have the same way to perceive things, to understand and to, basically see things the same way, right? Now,
Yeah.
the difference is within people. That's one thing he's trying to say when he's trying to point out the bravest. Okay. Now, the bravest group a little. That means, of course, everyone, if there's a darkness, we all have this. We're not very certain about what we are doing. In that case, basically, they kind of, they also have this, here and their attitude, but they do with that great courageous state of mind or the braveness in them, and they hit a tree. Okay, hit a tree is nothing but taking that step very instinctively. Okay, and at one instance, and directly hit where now if you're taking the wrong step or something, don't you guys fall down and break a bone or get hurt or something, right? But as they learn to see, yes, you fall down, that's one thing, that's a side product, but otherwise what will you do? Don't you guys learn from your mistake?
Yeah.
You guys learn to see, though in the first step you guys fall down because there's complete darkness, like I said, but we'll get used to the light in the darkness. But there is always light in the darkness is what the poet wants to say now. Okay, in the same way, for every challenge, for every problem, there is a solution that is within. Okay, that is what the poet is trying to say. Yes, directly hit in the head, but as they learn to see. In the same way, you have to compare it with real life situation. He talks about as we learn to solve or as we learn to find a solution to the problem. Okay, now let me just post the final. You guys like poetry better or just the stories better, boys?
Story.
Stories.
Why is that?
Ma'am, they're easier to understand.
Yeah.
I think boys can actually do great, when it comes to poems and this as well. Once you get the hang of it, now I'm telling you, love it. Mm. Yeah, I want you guys to once quickly go through and tell me your understandings of it.
Ma'am, so like as you learn to overcome challenges, then like the darkness doesn't exactly alter, but like if you feel like it's altered because you know how to handle it better, and yeah,
Yeah.
that's basically what it's saying.
Yes, altars or something in the site. Okay. So here is saying that there is actually no change in darkness. Like we first, we rightly pointed out in the beginning. Okay. So in the sense, there's nothing, there's no change in the darkness, but in fact, uh, or perhaps like how we see, how our eyes get, used to adjust or get used to the darkness of, darkness in the light, okay, is what here in this two that he's referring to. Either the darkness alters or something in the sight adjusts to itself to midnight, okay. So here, Nana, midnight has nothing to do, it's just metaphorically used, okay, which means to say that the time frame that he wants to tell, okay. And then people, sorry, and light steps almost straight. Does life step by its own or like on its own? Hmm?
Yeah.
No,
Will life what?
and life steps almost straight.
Ma'am, so like everything goes back to normal, I guess.
Everything is goes smoothly.
Yeah, and in a way, he's trying to say that people find a way through the problem or the challenge. Okay, which is almost straight, is what he's trying to tell us. Okay, now, do you think the entire poem justifies the title? Hmm? Hello.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, can you think of another appropriate title, or maybe that could be better than this? Just think. I want you guys to think creatively. I'll just pose the title as well, just in case.
Ma'am, maybe a title like Light in the Middle of Darkness.
Like in the middle of darkness. Okay, not bad.
Or like finding the light.
Finding the light. Um, no. Finding the light. Light amidst the darkness. How do you think it sounds? Let me just type it out.
Or ma'am, something like Changing the Darkness.
Quite easy and simple, right? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think this is my title. Oh, the changing darkness also we can write, right?
Yeah.
Changing dark. Which one is better out of four?
Mom, probably the last one.
The
Yeah,
change. Pradeep was also fine, I guess. What was yours, Nana? The light?
finding the light.
Finding the light in something you told.
Yeah, that one. It's just that finding the light.
Finding the light. Okay. Finding the light. That is also good. What was yours?
Mom, light in the middle of darkness.
Yes. Nice. Okay. So I think the change in darkness, like anything else?
Huh?
Anything else?
No.
Okay, let me type this. I don't know, I cannot think of anything without darkness for some reason. Hmm. Yeah, let's see how do you guys like this. Feel dark. I think in dark is better than darkness.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, maybe which one is better? Hmm?
I'm not sure.
Oh, please be a good. You just have to pick one. Come on, be a judge.
Accompanied light and darkness.
Accompanied lighting down. Okay. For you, no.
Yeah.
Same, Mom.
Hey, how can it be Sam? Copycat. Anyway, I think that is it. I'm just trying to. I'm just trying to get you guys onto the creative side of your brain, but I think I probably failed. I made my class more dreamy, breezy, sleepy. Okay, yeah. Now, majorly these are the poetic devices that are used in the poem. We grow accustomed to the dark. Okay, all right. Now, are you familiar with all of them? Are you familiar with what are you familiar with otherwise? Akshay, what?
Alliteration.
Nana, just I'll be back in a minute, okay? Okay, are you guys there?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how many, I mean, with how many are you familiar?
I'm familiar with I'll just take them.
Okay, alliteration, okay. Okay. Assonance, Nana?
It's like when you have multiple vowels of the same sound.
Okay. Sasura? Is it 1 second? Let me check the pronunciation. Mm, yeah, Sasura. Are you familiar with Sasura?
So, because no.
Not really, because actually this is not very popular. So I mean, it's understandable that you guys. Okay. Okay, this one you're not familiar. Okay, what about this?
I have no
Only
idea.
know alliteration and consonants.
Okay, you know alliteration and consonants and extended metaphor.
Ma'am, I think I know what it is, but I'm not sure.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
same.
that's okay. I just have some
Oh,
reference.
an extended metaphor. I think it's a metaphor that's like repeated.
Or like a
Like,
metaphor that's like exaggerated, I guess.
Hmm. Yeah, you can call.